Hi everyone, I'm Zoshua from Zesty.io, and I'm here today to introduce you to the new activity log, previously known as Audit Trail. With the new activity log, you can now see a timeline of actions for any resource, be it a content item, a model and schema, or even a code file or snippet or a setting. This is super useful because now you can know who went ahead and published a content item, who went ahead and modified a code file, who went ahead and created a model within schema. You can get all of this granular insights today with a new activity log, and it can be used in a variety of different scenarios. For example, you want to go ahead and conduct a security audit to catch malicious user activity. Maybe someone went ahead and published an item before it was supposed to be published, or maybe someone went ahead and pulled down something, they unpublished an item, or maybe someone deleted a resource. You can get all of those insights now within the activity log and immediately get more context on who's taking what action at what time. In addition to that, you can also use activity log to see what people are working on. For example, in this instance, we can see that users spent a lot of time creating content, and the most active contributors are Giselle, Jomar, Randy, Alan, and Giancarlo. In addition to that, you can also use activity log today to generate reports for legal purposes. So if you need to provide a PDF report of all the logs for a specific resource, you can now get that PDF report and provide it in a court of law if required. And in August 2022, we've given activity log a major revamp. Apart from renaming it from Audit Trail to activity log, we've introduced a variety of new features, which I'm really excited to show to you today in a short demo. I'm within the Zesty Manager UI right now, and I'm on the Reports tab. And as you can see, the activity log has immediately been loaded up for me. Now, this activity log lists all the active resources on my specific instance. These have been the most recently modified. And if I want to learn more about a specific resource, I can just go ahead and select it and then immediately see this timeline of actions taken on it. In addition to that, I can also drill down by user as well as by action type to get to know exactly what actions the user took at what time. In addition to that, I can also go to the top right-hand corner and select Export Audit Trail Report to get a PDF report of all the actions taken on a specific instance. In this case, I do not need to save this report on my computer as a PDF, but you could if you needed to. In addition to that, you can also access the same activity log from the content schema as well as code apps. I'll give you an example. Let's assume I'm in content right now. I can select a marketplace content item or any other content item, for example, and I can come to the right panel, and in the publish history card, you'll see there's a button called View Logs. If I select View Logs, I can immediately view a timeline of actions with respect to that specific resource. In addition to that, I can do this within schema as well. For example, let's say I select the entity schema. I can immediately select View Logs in the model info card on the right, and I can again get to see all the actions taken on this specific resource, which is entities. I can see when the field was created, when it was modified, and who modified and deleted what fields. And again, I can take a drill down if I'm interested to know who exactly took what actions. Inside of code, I can again access activity log. Let's say I select the 404 page. I can immediately go to the bottom bar, more file information, and I can see the activity log out here and select view all logs. And again, I can get to know who was working on the 404 page last. And I can see that was Randy, basically. And he's been working on the 404 page, no one else per se. In addition to that, within the activity log, if you're on the home page, you can select a specific user as well and get to know what they've been working on. So I can select the users tab, and I can select a user, such as maybe Giselle, and I can see the resources Giselle has been recently working on. And I can even filter by resource type. So let's say I only want to see the content that she's been working on, the content items. I can select that. And then I can, let's say, select one content item and only see the actions Giselle has taken. So I'm not seeing any actions taken by any other user, only the actions Giselle took on this specific resource, allowing you again to gain more context on what actions users are taking. In addition to that, with the activity log, you can also go to the timeline tab, which provides you the entire log of your instance. So every time a user takes an action on your instance, this gets added to the timeline. So this is a high-level overview, so you can see all the actions taken on the instance per se. And last but not the least, we have an Insights tab that allows you to see all the actions users have taken, but in the form of a nice data summary. So out here, we can see on this instance, in the last 3 months, we have had 416 actions. There have been 67 resources that have been impacted, and there have been 105 publishers. In addition to that, I can also see who my active users are, and I can see that a majority of the people on my instance have been working on generating content. Now, this is the new activity log, and I'm super excited to see how you'll use it. Thank you so much for listening. Take care and have a good day. Cheers.